popping YouTube fam? This is your boy J Money here, and I'm bringing you guys version 2 of Time Thieves. This is going to be some crazy stuff you're about to see here. I got 2 different combos because it's featuring 2 different kinds of builds of version 2. You can go one way or the other. You can go Kali Yuga or you can go Calamities. Take your pick your poison, you know, the whole 9 yards. So I'm not going to really say too much because you guys, you know, that are watching this already know what Time Thieves are capable of based off of version 1 I've been playing around with. So let's go to the laboratory. Alrighty folks, here we are in the laboratory where good things happen. Here I'm going to show you build number 1 of version 2 of Time Thieves. This is going to be featuring a little bit more of a heavy Raid Raptor focus. Thanks to cards like Arsenal Falcon, we now have a lot of new bold possibilities that we can explore. So we're, of course, for this combo, we're going to need 3 level 4s, and Regulator is the best way to do so, but it is also the most vulnerable, so take it as you will. But for combo purposes, we're going to show you what happens when you have 3 level 4s onto the field. We use Regulator's effect for Winder, Embezzle Ship. Winder is going to get its effect, and we're going to add Retrograde. There it is. We'll just go and set it. Overlay these 2 level 4s. We'll make a Raid Raptor 4 Strix up in the EMZ just in case you got that Embezzle Ship or that Eagle Booster. So we'll go and detach, and we'll add Singing Lanius as per usual. Summon it. We'll detach a material from 4 Strix to summon out the Bezel Ship. Link these 2 for Raid Raptor Y Strix. Using Y Strix's effect, we will summon out. Where is it at? We will summon Mimicry Lanius to the field. There it is. We'll overlay for a second copy of 4 Strix. Alright, now we're going to use 4 Strix's effect. We're going to add a, what's it called? We're going to add a Strangulanius? No, we'll add a Raider's Wing to the hand from our deck. Now we're going to use the effect of our Y Strix, and we're going to set a Soul Shave Force. We're going to activate it, paying half our life points. Summon the 4 Strix out with an Infinity on top. Alright. Now what we're going to do from here is we are going to... what are we going to do? We are going to detach a material from 4 Strix to summon out a Raider's Wing. And we're going to link this off. The Raider's Wing is now banished. And we are going to make our Rusty Bardiche. Rusty Bardish's effect activates, sending Boots to the graveyard. If I can find it. Okay, there it is. Setting the Phantom Knights rank up quick launch, I believe. Yeah, there you go. Quick Phantom Knights rank up magic launch. And we're going to banish our Boots, and we're going to add the other rank up magic. So there we go. We got rank up magic force, and we'll go ahead and activate the force, and we will banish. We'll banish 3 darks. Let's see. We'll banish the Y Strix and the Regulator in the other card, and we'll summon a rank 7 Raid Raptor on top of the 4 Strix being Arsenal Falcon. Arsenal Falcon is going to activate its effects. Hold on, let's see. For that, we're going to activate Mimicry Lanius first. We're going to add a, what's it called? A Raid Raptor Nest. We're going to activate it and use Nest's effect, and we're going to search our, there it is, Strangulanius. There we go. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use Arsenal Falcon's effect. At this point, we're going to detach. We're going to summon a level 4 Dark Wing Beast from the deck. And its effects are not negated, you know, so that's something worth noting. So we're going to summon Zephyros the Elite to the field. Now, if you had an additional extender, you would have made another 4 Strix and turned that into a Rusty Bardiche over your Raider's Wing, and you would have grabbed Bora the Spear. But now we're going to summon our Strangulanius. Strangulanius, this effect is going to activate since we control an Xyz with a Dark Xyz as the material. Target a Raid Raptor in the grave, summon it. Its effects are negated, but that does not matter. Overlay with the Zephyros, and we're going to make a Time Thief Redoer. And we're going to use Redoer's effect. We're going to banish himself until the end phase. Now we're going to use Zephyros the Elite's effect, bouncing the Raid Raptor's nest back to the hand to summon Zephyros right back to the field, but I do take 400 points of damage. Doesn't really matter too much because we're going to overlay these two and make Time Thief Perpetua. Now we're going to reactivate the Raid Raptor's nest. That's a hard one to return, unfortunately. But what we got going on here, end phase, Redoer returns. Redoer can get its effect, and also Perpetua can attach a flyback before the turn even ends. So you have that disruption already unlocked. You can attach another material to Infinity if you want. And of course, since this is a rank 7 Dark Xyz with no materials, you can do the rank up magic launch and summon the DDD Duo Don King Kali-Yuga to the field. So yeah, you lock your opponent, which is it's kind of necessary if I'm being honest. Like, people are playing Kaijus, people are playing Droplet, people are playing Dark Ruler. It's honestly really crazy how much stuff is going on, especially when you have like Dragon Link and stuff. This is version 1 though. I prefer this over the second version, but I will showcase the second combo, the second build with Calamities, and let's do it right now. Alrighty folks, this is build number 2 of version 2 of Time Thieves. This is going to feature Calamities instead of Kali-Yuga, and it's got a little bit more stuff added onto it. However, the VFD itself is vulnerable, and it's pretty prone to, you know, things like just any quick effect like Chalice, Imperm, you know, Gamma, like droplets and stuff like that. That's why I prefer the Kali-Yuga build. But let's go ahead and see what this can do. What does this look like? We'll go and use Regulator, and we'll summon Winder, of course, and Bezel Ship. There we go. Winder's effect's gonna activate, grabbing us a retrograde. We're gonna go and set it. Okay. Overlay. Make our first 4 Strix. We're gonna detach Bezel Ship. Grab a Singing Lanius, if I can find it. There it is. Summon it. In fact, the Bezel Ship's gonna activate, detaching. Summon it to the field. Link 2, make Y Strix. Y Strix is going to summon Mimicry Lanius. Oh, look, it's at the bottom. Overlay. Make second 4 Strix. We'll use its effect. We'll grab detach. And we will add. We're going to add a Raider's Wing to the hand from the deck, and we'll use Y Strix's effect. We'll set Soul Shave Force. However, we will not activate it at this point until, I guess, the very end of the combo. We're going to activate Mimicry Lanius, and we're going to grab Raid Raptor's Nest. We're going to go activate it and use its effect. And we're going to grab the Strangulanius. If I can go and find it. There we go. Alright, now we're going to use the effect of our Raider's Wing, and we're going to go and detach and summon. Alright, and now we are going to use, we're going to go and use our 4 Strix and our guy, our Y Strix, and we're going to summon Rusty Bardiche. Using its effect, we'll send Boots. Don't be the last card. Don't be the card at the bottom. Okay, there it is. And we're going to set a Shade Brigandine this time. We're not going for the Phantom Knights launch. We're going to use Boots, and we're going to add the Phantom Knights Ring Magic Force. Now we're going to go and activate our Shade Brigandine now. Summon it. Overlay. We're going to make a Time Thief for Doer. There it is. Now we will activate the Phantom Knights of Rank Magic Force. We're going to banish 3 Darks. We'll banish 4 Strix, the Lanius, and the Y Strix. You want to keep 4 Strix in your graveyard. And we're going to summon Arsenal Falcon. And now we're going to take this time to go and reveal and drop the Strangulanius. We don't have to use the effect right now because we don't have a Raider in the grave. Now we do. We're going to use Arsenal Falcon's effect to detach. And we're going to summon Zephyros the Elite from the deck. Now we can use Strangulanius' effect, and we'll summon our Raider's Wings as it's treated as a Raid Raptor. And we'll go and summon it. And we will overlay these 2 and summon our Time Thief Perpetua to the zone that Rusty Bardiche points to. Triggering Rusty Bardiche's effect, we're going to pop the Arsenal Falcon. And what that's going to let us do is summon a Raid Raptor from the extra deck and attach the Arsenal Falcon from the grave as a material. We're summoning 4 Strix. You know, you would think we would summon Ultimate Falcon, which, surprise, surprise, for this version, Kali Yuga's not supposed to be in here. It's supposed to be Ultimate Falcon. So, there's a lot of instances where you can have Ultimate Falcon and Calamities and stuff. But for right now, we're doing bare bones. We're going to use 4 Strix. We're going to detach our Arsenal Falcon. And we will grab a... Where is it? The Boar of the Spear. There it is. We control Black Wing. We can go and summon that Boar of the Spear. And we're still locked into Dark, so we're going to go into our next best Dark rank 4 being Evilswarm Nightmare. Now, before we end our turn, we're going to activate our Shade Force. Arsenal Falcon is level 7, and we could summon Calamities on top of it. Like so. And if you want, you can use Perpetua's effect to target Calamities. But since all we need is 1 turn, we're going to target, let's say, Evilswarm Nightmare, and we're going to attach a Time Thief card to it. Instead, just in case, guys, just in case they have like Imperm or something for VFD, we're going to have extra interruptions on Evilswarm Nightmare instead. And we're going to pass our turn, and of course on the standby phase, since Redoer's in the graveyard, we can detach from Perpetua and summon out that Redoer. Using our Redoer, we can attach a material, and then we can use Perpetua's effect to target Redoer and attach Flyback. Chances are Redoer didn't hit a trap, so we're going to do just that. And yeah, proceed to go with VFD. And just, yeah, call it a day. So these are your 2 builds, guys. Again, I prefer the Kali Yuga build instead because it doesn't have those same weaknesses that the VFD build would have. Again, falling victim to Imperm, Gamma, Forbidden Chalice, and stuff like that. Like, it falls victim to a lot of cards, like Droplet. Like, Kali Yuga doesn't have that problem, but Kali Yuga does have its own weaknesses, meaning it falls victim to Kaijus and things like Cosmic Cyclones, Twin Twisters, like any back row removal on the standby phase. So that is a big deal. That is also something to note as well. So the Kali Yuga Turbo isn't perfect. However, you know, you don't really have to worry too much about hitting the spell getting hit on the standby phase because you do have Infinity on the board. This build, you kind of don't want to summon Infinity because you summon Calamities with Soul Shape Force instead. So it's kind of a trade-off. So you don't really have that negate either. So you're kind of vulnerable in other ways in that area as well. So take it as you will, guys. They both play the same cards in the main deck. They just play different cards in the extra deck. You know, one plays Infinity and Kali Yuga, the other plays Calamities and Ultimate Falcon. So there are ways to put up Calamity's Ultimate Falcon, to where you can kind of just like, yeah, even if they answer Calamity's Ultimate Falcon kind of just wins against the virtual worlds and stuff. But that's enough talking, guys. These are your two combos. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys. All right, guys. Did you guys like it? Again, let me know down in the comments below, which version would you prefer? Would you prefer Kali Yuga or would you prefer Calamities? I personally would just prefer Kali Yuga because it gives me more coverage. You know, it covers more ground. It gets way more matchups than VFD. You know, VFD is good against monsters, but it loses spells and traps. Kali Yuga does not have that issue. But, you know, everybody has their thing. Everybody has their taste. So, you know, that's what makes Yu-Gi-Oh! Great, right? Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. This is J Money, and I am signing out.